Hi everyone and welcome back. I have another journal flip through, so I'm just going to start off from where I ended last time. I wrote a little bit about my childhood, and pretty much just a little overview of it is basically I was brought up by my grandparents, who are my dad's mum and stepfather, and they pretty much raised me from 6 weeks old. And I call my grandmother mum and my grandfather dad. Um, they've pretty much been my parents ever since I was a baby, so I didn't know any different at all. But they always told me that I was adopted and that they took me on from a little bub. I just wrote a lot about like what my dad did, what my mum did, about my sisters as well, who are my aunties, but I call them sisters anyway. They class me as my sisters. So I put this journal card in here with the roller skates because when growing up, I learnt to roller skate, and I was probably roller skating since I was about 3 years old. The town that we lived in had a skate rink, and my sisters would always go there. And I didn't have roller skates that fit me, so I was always wearing my sister's ones and practicing, so I got pretty good anyway. So as you can see, I used some die cuts there of an old telephone, which back then that was the type of phone that we had. I glued a sticky note of a cat because we had kittens, and one day my dad accidentally ran one over, and I was completely devastated and so sad. But yeah, as you can see, I used a lot of color pencils and I colored in the backgrounds. On this page here, I just put down a pavlova recipe. I'm pretty sure I got that out of a Coles catalogue, and it looks really, really advertising, as you can see. I continued on with my childhood story, I guess, just pretty much writing down everything that I remember. And I use this journal card here as well. Sorry about the focusing there, won't focus properly. And yeah, so it says here, never miss a chance to dance. And I think when I was about in grade 7, I think it was, in our town, they used to hold discos at the local nightclub. So all us girls would all get dressed up and we'd all go there and have a good dance and have sleepovers at each other's places and that. I was in a lot of school plays as well and in the school choir, and that was really, really fun. Now, again, we've just started off on Sunday, November 19th, 2017. So we got Netflix, and yeah, ever since this day, we have watched Netflix non-stop. So there's favourite television programs. So I love Neighbours, but since we moved into our new home, we haven't had normal TV for some reason. I don't know why, but we need to get that sorted out so I can start watching that. But I also love Game of Thrones as well. Sorry about the really dodgy focusing. I don't know why it's not focusing properly, but yeah, there's just a list of a few of my favorite television programs. Again, back to my childhood, and as you can see, I got really creative with the coloring in pencils, and I tried to keep the washi tape all the same as well. But yeah, I think it looks really, really pretty, and I just wanted to brighten it up. I got the idea from another YouTuber who was kind of doing their journal, and they used a lot of color pencils. They may have even used water paints and stuff, but I really couldn't use that kind of stuff on my journal because of it would just bleed through. I just drew this picture I don't know, I was completely bored. I used some stamps there and I coloured it in as well. And I got this saying from Pinterest which says, just when the caterpillar thought her life was over, she began to fly. And I just thought that was really pretty. So yeah, I just got a little creative on this page. On this page, I write about our family holiday that we went to Victoria. So it was my first time traveling to Victoria, as well as the kids as well. We visited my partner's mum, and it was really, really fun. I did a little bit of drawing down there, if I can get it to focus. There we go. I don't know, just getting creative, filling in space really. And yeah, a lot of colour going on, but I thought with the washi tape I would stick with, you know, kind of making it pretty colourful. So that was a really good holiday anyway. What I remember most from it is all the beautiful churches. There were many of them that were just abandoned on the sides of highways and in little towns, and it was so beautiful. So I took like 1,000 photos of all these different like churches, and it was just so lovely. We ended up going out like in country Victoria, and it was just so peaceful. We actually got to see a lot of kangaroos and I don't know, maybe wallabies, I'm not sure. And we did see hares as well. They weren't rabbits, they were actually hares. So that was really, really good for the kids as well. They enjoyed it. This page here, I changed the washi tape and I did the background, which is grey colouring in pencil, as you can see. I wanted to put some photos here from our trip. Still haven't done that yet. And then here I haven't really done much at all on this page, but yeah, just pretty much still going on about our trip and when we got back. Now this page here, YouTubers that inspire me, I just wrote down some YouTubers there that have inspired me over the past, I reckon, year probably, since I've been watching YouTube anyway. I got a little creative again. I did some drawings. As you can see, spring is almost over. And that was Friday, November 24th, 2017. And yeah. So, I might just end it here. So I got a little creative again, filling in pages, I guess. I don't know, it's just a dodgy drawing, but as you can see, I'm not much of an artist. But yeah, I just kind of done a pattern and I was going a bit crazy. I don't know what I was trying to do, but yeah, so I'll end it here anyway. We'll start back on the 26th of November, 2017. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.